Hi guys, so today I have a video for you sponsored by Tonic. This is their new showcase. It's called Happy Holidays. So I did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So I'm just going to pop this out and we'll take a look. So this is a little bit different in a showcase. Sometimes I'll do a large set of dies or a couple of sets of dies, you know, on pages like this, or dies with some stamps. And this one is dies, stamps, and stencils. So really fun. And just looking at it, I mean, there's going to be so many ways to use this. So let's look at the stencil. Well, let's look at the dies. Let's start there. Hopefully there's less glare there. There you go. So we have this large Christmas tree. I can give you a little measurement. Sorry, that was a acrylic block that kind of fell over there. About 4 3/4 inches tall. It looks like the tree itself would be, and then there's an inlay that's all, you know, like decorations, as you can see, so pretty with the different swags here just going around. So that's an inlay. So that means that this larger die is going to cut the edge, but this would be just cut into that. This one also is an inlay, and this one says Happy Holidays on it with the beautiful like holly here and there. Really sweet. Oh, that's so cute. It's like a label here, and the insert says ho ho ho. How cool is that? Nice size. Little gingerbread man, so we'll look at the stamps in just a minute. There's like a little swag here. It looks like a gift with that inlay. Of course, you can use it to cut a sentiment if you would like. The square here. Another little square bit here that looks like a gift. It's like ornaments. It looks like it might cut a little star or like a little flower shape there. So a couple of stars laid in to each other there. We have the snowflake. Lots of little doodads and bits here that will probably make a little more sense, you know, once we look at the stamps here. So let's check out the stamps. Yes, okay, that's why. Some of the shapes I was like, I'm not sure what this is. As you can see here, we have like the holly, we have the little ornaments, super cute little tiny star you can kind of play with there. We have the gifts again. We have that square to cut that gift there. The rectangular one, little tiny gift, the little bow, the star for the top of your tree. You have these little like dot that you can either use to like make it look like it's hanging something, or just, you know, as an accent. Merry Christmas. We have the little gingerbread man, which is adorable, the snowflakes, and then little stars and cute things here and there, and like those little lines that ding, make something look like it's bright. So cute. And this looks like a handle or a smile or something like that, and very cute. And then here we have the Christmas tree that has all kinds of different words having to do with Christmas on there, and hopefully you can kind of see on the back here an idea using the stencil and just that big stamp. Oh, how cute the way they put the holly all around, and then some other ideas there with the dies. And then of course you have the stencil here. So the stencil can be used obviously in conjunction with the dies. I'm just looking at it. What I do like about the stencil is if you were to stencil that and then use the die, you have plenty of room. You know what I'm saying? Like the die isn't just on the edge of that stencil, so that way you can have some room to kind of play with that and get it cut right. So we have that big guy, the little star, some snowflakes. Of course, we can use this just kind of free form wherever you want on your project. This is another little kind of stylish thing that you can use to decorate your tree also. Little dots and things. Really cool. So there's going to be lots of ways to play with this. What I'm going to do is think about what I want to do. I'm going to grab some paper and inks or whatever I think we need to make a project, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, grab some paper. So we're going to do some die cutting in just a minute, but I'll put these things to the side. I'm going to start, I think, with the stencil. And so I'm just going to take that. I have some really ultra smooth white cardstock here. Get these guys off of here. And I'll just put it down here. So, and what I'm going to do is just do a little stenciling. So I got 2 different inks here. We have Shamrock Green and Parakeet Green. I think Shamrock is lighter than Parakeet, so I'm going to start with some Shamrock Green. And I'm just getting it on there. If you want to prepare this somewhere else and then come in, I just popped it on there and we'll see what happens. Sorry about that glare. You know what I can do is maybe move over here and close up a little bit and get rid of a little bit of that glare. And I'm going to make this whole thing green. Oh, that looks so pretty. And I'm just kind of going over this, and what I'm going to do is use the darker green just kind of at the base of the tree, or in this top area, should I say. So I'm going over the whole thing with Shamrock. And then with the darker green, I'm just going to try to put a little bit at the very top edges. And I'm kind of doing a little brush stroke, so it's leaving a little texture. This is going to be very much behind the die cut, but still fun. So I'm not like smoothing, I'm just kind of hitting it. Just hit, and it makes like a brush stroke kind of look. You can pick it up and take a look and see. Oh, I love it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go clean off my stencil, and I will be right back. So we have that. Whoopsie. And what I'm going to do is cut this out with the larger die, the outline here. And I'm just going to eyeball it, but if you want to make an aperture, you can definitely do that. But that looks pretty good, so what I'll do is just tape that down and get that cut out. And then from this gold paper, what I'm going to do is also use this outline die, place that, and use this guy with an inlay. So on this one, I would put them together like this. I'll tape them down together. So I'll run it through, and so I'll have this decorative gold piece, and then I'll have this one with the outline, okay? And I will be right back. Okay, so this is what I was saying there. Oh my gosh. How pretty. Okay, well I'm going to pop all these things out. But what I'm also going to do is take, so this is going to layer on top of this. Okay, sorry, I think I got a little tongue-tied there. So I'll pop all the little bits out of there, and then I'm going to take the seafoam green, and I'm going, oh, I have a piece here that I can use. That's great. I have a small piece of it ready to go. Just for an accent, so what I wanted to show you was on like the back of this, like this one. You can see that they have this kind of blue hanging out the back, and the way they did that, there's not a die larger, right? So what you're going to do is we're going to take this and then we're going to cut it in half and just kind of layer it behind this. So I'm going to also cut this just with this die, and I'll be right back. Okay. So pretty. So I use the stencil in the background, but if you wanted to just like put green onto a page or just cut, you know, the background from green or however you want to do it, I use the stencil, so I thought just to add more texture, kind of fun. And then we have this guy. So with this one, I'm probably just going to cut it with scissors, but you can definitely use your guillotine or something like that. And I'll probably cut it from this way so I know exactly where that center is, and I'm just going to head up towards the center. Okay? And I'm just going to glue this down. Has larger edges I can go around, but I'll probably end up putting glue on the back of my hand and then just dabbing my die cut into the glue. And I'll just lay it right on there, okay? And I'll be right back. Okay, so pretty. Actually, I ended up just putting dabs of glue everywhere, so I didn't put it on the back of my hand. And then this little guy can give you a little more pop. Now, you can pop this up. It doesn't have to be stuck down together like that, you know. Or you can pop it up one layer from the other, but I think I'm just going to stick it down. So I'm just going to put some glue on the back of this guy. And then we'll do a card base and add our little star or a little topper on our tree. Just eyeing where I want to put this. It just adds a little, another little detail on the back there. Okay, I'm going to hold that together and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so what I have here is the little topper we just made, our little tree. So pretty. I grabbed an A2 size brown craft card base. So A2 is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25, so it makes a 4.25 by 5.5 card base. But this is already a card base ready to go, so Have that there. And then I went to the Santa's Workshop paper, and a lot of the papers just really look good with this. So I went with one that had some red in it just for accents. But look how cute it looks on the green. Adorable. So I went with this one. I'll show you that in a minute. But look at that. With this, the red stripe, and of course the little tree. So cute. It really just coordinates with pretty much everything in here. But I took this one here, and I just cut it down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down. You know, do some inking, some distressing. That'd be fun, but I tend to keep my cards just more of a clean look. I don't know. There's that. And then we're going to pop this little guy on here. And I like that he kind of extends out of the sides. It's really, really sweet. I'm going to do like a star here and then the ho ho ho, which I think is really cute. So let me grab some papers for that and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have this classic card in chili red. I just need a little piece of this. I'll bring a whole sheet out, but I'm just going to use a small amount of that. And I think I'm going to keep with the seafoam green. I need a little piece of this too. So what I'm going to do is take this, the little ho 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 sentiment, and I'm going to cut just that background out of the red. Oh, such a pretty red color. And then on this one, I'm going to cut it together. So again, tape it down so that the dies don't move and run that through. And then I'm also going to use the little stars. Oh, the little baubles or little ornaments. How cute. So earlier I pointed this one out, but this is just the circle like the inlay that goes into this guy. So cute. I'm going to use these stars, and I'll cut one out of gold and one out of the green, the seafoam green paper, and I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, let's see that pretty thing. Look at that. Just take a second, pop these little pieces out. So anyhow, I'm going to pop these out, and then I'm going to glue this to that red base. Oh, lovely. And then we have this little guy. So I'm going to take my green star, glue the gold star on top of that one, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and glue this down flat. If you want to add more dimension, then dimension it up. That'd be great too. And I think I'm going to put it pretty much down at the bottom of the card here. Then I'll pop up my little star with some dimensional adhesive. I'll probably use my 3D glue gel today. And then we're going to add a little bow to finish our card off. So many ways to use these kind of kits. I love when they have all the different like stamps and dies and all that fun stuff. Put that there. Again, we have lots of ornaments, all kinds of fun things. I think what I'm also going to do is do some drops in these little areas, but I'll go ahead and put this down first, and then whichever ones are visible, I'll put some little drops in there. And I want to put this guy in here, but I think I want to make our little bow, and I have some baker's twine here. Oh. I think I want to wrap this one around a few times, so let's see. So again, just that little finger bow. I have glue all over my fingers, sorry. So we start in the front of our two fingers. We're going to wrap in between, around the middle finger. And let me see, I think I want a 3-layer bow. Give myself enough here to finish off our bow. We go finish that loop over everything, push it through your fingers. And then if there are any adjustments you want to make with like this, do it before you tie it really tight. But anyhow, we're going to bring this around, and now you kind of crossed over the top. You're going to bring this end and push it through all of that little crossover there, and then pull it tight. And this one's a little different because there's 3 layers in there. I did it a little bit loosely, but every time I say that, I always still want to stick to my fingers. There we go. Okay. And you can choose which side you like to be your front. Like this has a nice little cross over the front, and this one's kind of like a little bit knotted, so I usually go with the one that has the nice flat front, but whichever one you like. I think I'm going to put it behind here. Let me see how that looks. I've got in there. Do I want the little string out or down here? Yeah, maybe something like that. So I'll put a little bit of this. Trying to debate where I want that little string to hang. Oh, so cute. Let me grab my scented Nuvo drops and I'll be right back. Okay, and just for fun, I have the little scented aroma drops in Strawberry Tart. It's kind of like a reddish pink color. Oh, it smells so good. Let me make sure we're ready to go. Okay. And just these little like circular ones, I'm just going to drop a little of that. And again, I don't touch the paper. I'm squeezing it just like a little bit away from the paper. Give it a squeeze. Let it fall in there. And that's how I'll top this off. So thanks so much, Tonic, for sponsoring the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the links in the description box. Super cute set. I'll have some images for you guys. And I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.